listening to vinyl is intentional. You walk over to your collection, you look at all your options, you pick one that meets your moods, and then you listen to all of the songs. And then you get up and you flip it, and there's an intent, kind of a methodical process to it that we don't get with digital music.
We're here at Byrdland Records, and we started this in October of 2020 as a outgrowth of Songbird Music House that was in Adams Morgan for 6 years. And Byrdland is a full-service record shop. We carry probably upwards of 6,000 titles.
My friend told me that vinyls were cool and stuff, and I was like, you know what, why not? And I don't know, when I listen to it on vinyl, like, it's just, I don't know, it's just not the same, you know? It just has like a nostalgic sort of feel.
One of the fun things is that we get music in every day. Sometimes it's new, and sometimes it's actually people that bring in and we buy used records. So, we never know what surprises we're gonna get of something that maybe we couldn't get new, but we can get it used or new used. It's just fun. It's fun to listen to. It's fun to discover new music that we've never even heard of sometimes with the used stuff.
Yeah, this is kind of maybe showing my age, but I didn't really know what vinyls really were until like a couple of years ago. I kind of grew up on CDs, and then after that MP3s just took over the game. So I never really had physical music up until vinyls a couple of months ago. And yeah, a lot of people around my age group, they are starting to collect vinyls, or they either have a record player or are listening to them on vinyls. Just kind of, again, the whole old school aesthetic of it. It's like, kind of like, how baggy jeans are making a comeback now. I kind of think similar with vinyls. Yeah, I'll just keep it right here. Kendrick, but new other album. Yeah, I found that playing records is different than playing songs from my phone, because on my phone I can just play whatever, right? Like, I have all this music that I can play in any order. Whereas records, I kind of like to listen to it, just the whole album, as a playthrough.
I would say, I saw it happening at least a decade or more ago, when it really started coming into the forefront, back into the mainstream as a format. I mean, it never went away.
This is kind of one that was a learning lesson for me, and that's kind of what vinyl can do. So this came out for an anniversary. I'd never heard of Jackie Shane before, listened to the album and loved it, and then found out the amazing story behind Jackie Shane. So Jackie Shane is a Canadian singer, and really kind of never got radio play in the US, although big in the US. But Jackie Shane is also a Black trans person from the 60s and 70s. So one of the things I love about vinyl is, unlike other formats, you can get a story. So for this, the Numero Uno group wanted to make sure everyone knew the story. And so they made this amazing book for the anniversary, and you can see the transformation of the artist and the story behind him. And it just, I don't know, I'm just at awe of Jackie Shane in a different way than I was before. And so I love this album. I love getting people turned on to this album. I don't know a single person that doesn't love it once they hear it. And so it's just really special to me. This is like the epitome of what vinyl does for me, which is makes me have experiences in a way or for the first time with an artist.
Now it's no secret, talking about this woman. I want you to know that she's my loving cup. Not the woman sees to it, thank you, babe, that I get enough. Just one touch from her.
My dad had a really nice turntable, so I'm just restoring all that equipment and just trying to get back into it.
I have a lot of vinyl records at home, and I was wondering, I was thinking about getting a record player because I wanted to play them. And so record players, when I was a little girl, we got our first one playing records. I guess I was about 6, maybe 7. So evidently they're not going anywhere. And then the DJs use them, you know? Everything don't have to go away because of the new stuff. We like the old stuff, you know?
Well, for example, this record right here is from a band called Time is Fire. It's from a local label called Electric Cowbell, who's a friend of ours. Puts out a lot of cool and great local music, but it's influenced by world music, and it's influenced by some of the history of DC's punk music, and it's some really interesting artists and songs that he puts out.
It's a tangible thing, and I think we live in a world that has a lot of untangibles. So much of what we do and exist is in our phones. There's an intent from the artist behind vinyl, so the record, the record sleeve, the book that's inside of it, there's usually a story, there's usually all the lyrics are in there. It sounds better, so when you're experiencing vinyl, you can feel the bass. You feel all the sounds, the full intent of the artist is in that vinyl.